What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claire.
And this is a very special return home video for us.
Yay.
We are going to have our House of the Dragon episode 4 reaction up later today. But for now, we want to get through all of the D23 stuff
that we missed while we were driving. We were like driving up through like 6 different states being like, oh, we missed that trailer. Oh, we missed that. Oh, another trailer.
So here's the thing. The six trailers we're going to react to in this video because YouTube doesn't like it when we put out like 6 videos at once. The 6 videos are going to be in this order: Secret Invasion, and then Werewolf by Night, and then National Treasure, and then Willow, and then Andor, and then Mandalorian Season 3. We want to talk about the things we're not going to react to really quickly. Percy Jackson teaser. We didn't react to any of the teasers, so...
There's always, whenever we do teasers, there's generally not a lot there for us to have any kind of reaction or discussion about it. So we'll wait for
So we watched them already. Percy Jackson teaser, quick thoughts.
It was cool. It looked better than the movies did. So yay, that's good.
I like the look of the first movie. I was really excited about the trailers for the first movie. I'm not going to lie.
I'm happy that they look like actual children and not 23-year-olds.
I will agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited for Percy Jackson. That'll be fun. And then the Little Mermaid trailer. Do we want to dive into that?
Sounds great. That's all that we really got, though.
Halle Bailey sounds great.
She sounds amazing.
I may have seen some leaked D23 footage on TikTok. And I was very surprised at how much leaked D23 footage I found on TikTok, but not even intentionally. Like, TikTok was pushing that to me.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, okay.
I am going to be conservative in saying that I think that Halle Bailey sounds very good, and I'm very excited to see her as Ariel. I don't think the movie looks very good.
Yeah,
it's just the way it's shot. And I tweeted this, but I'm very concerned that Flounder is just like a normal looking fish.
Like, is he gonna communicate?
And that Sebastian's just gonna be like a crab. Like, crabs don't have mouths. I don't think.
Well.
So like I was kind of hoping the under the sea part of the movie would have a little bit more magical realism to it.
Yeah.
Rather than like realism.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the movie, especially a lot of the beginning of the movie, is just going to be her talking to like literal fish.
Yeah. Also, crabs do have mouths.
Okay, sure.
But I see your point. They're like this
I'm not a crustacean expert. But I don't know. I do have some reservations about what the like first 30 minutes of that movie is going to look like.
I have no idea.
With just Halle Bailey trying to like keep her eye line with whatever green screen sock puppets they made her play against.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more of a like motion capture kind of thing. And maybe that is what they did. And then they turned them into fish. But she's great. So we'll be there opening night. I'm happy to go support it.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yes, I'll be very curious to see how the actual like movie shapes up to be.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the trailers.
Yeah. We've got so many to go. So let's.
All right. This is Marvel's Secret Invasion. Ready?
Yes.
I'm not. Aliens.
Are we going to see Emilia Clarke?
Yes. Yeah, she's the star of the series.
We have to.
It's going to be Sam Jackson. This is a shadow fake out. Yeah! Let's go!
For years, you've been avoiding Earth. But I have called for your help plenty of other times, and you've been pretty content to let those calls go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, well, this is different.
Poor guy.
It's weird seeing him without the eye patch.
How much do you know about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about him?
Ooh.
Fury, we gotta be very careful now.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
This is just the beginning.
This
She is.
is my war alone. And I'm the last person standing between them and what they really want.
Yo. Is that the president?
And what is that?
Okay.
Oh, I like the line in the shape-shifting kind of look to the logo.
Very cool.
That looks more adult than I expected.
Same. They're leaning into the like grittier, like Nick Fury of it all, which is cool. It's not what I was expecting at all. I thought it would feel more in line with Marvel's other stuff.
I thought it was gonna be more like fun shape-shifting.
Yeah, no, this looks dark.
Yeah.
There's like torture and stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah. It really looks like they're taking the vibe and the tone of Winter Soldier to like the next level. Like because that's probably, in terms of like a movie, my favorite Marvel movie. I think Winter Soldier is the most like complete film in terms of pacing and in terms of the way that the 3 acts of that movie are laid out.
Yeah.
The reveals come at the right time and are exciting. The Bucky, who's Bucky moment on the bridge, to me is still one of the high watermarks of the MCU in terms of storytelling.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to see the tone of that film sort of translated into an even more murky spy situation than Winter Soldier had, where the good and bad sides were pretty clear in that movie.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, I think there's going to be a couple more fake outs than even we expect.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
And that's really exciting to me.
Yeah, that element of thriller is going to be really fun for them to play around
The Michael
with.
Jackson music video?
No. I don't think any other Marvel movies have really been that thriller, like twists and turn kind of thing. Especially, here's the thing. The comics are already always out first, right? So people know what to expect. Whereas with this one, I have a feeling they'll be taking a little more liberty with it so that people who have read the comics are also surprised at some moments.
Yeah, we already saw Martin Freeman's going to be in it, bringing back his character from Black Panther, which we'll know more about his character by the time the show comes out, because Black Panther 2 will come out before this, which is going to be interesting.
True.
So I wonder what Black Panther 2 is going to say about that character that will inform this series. We saw Don Cheadle is back as War Machine. Who do you think is like the big reveal of the show that they haven't shown us yet? Because there's going to be a Skrull who takes over the form of an Avenger at some point.
Yeah.
Who do you think it's going to be? And why is it Captain America?
I was going to say Captain America kind of makes sense. I don't think it can be the Hulk.
Which Captain America?
Oh, you think...
Oh, wait, yeah, because here's the thing. I think that it being Sam Wilson makes a lot of sense, right? Because his Captain America is so new on the scene.
Yes.
In terms of being Captain America. Obviously, he's been Falcon for many years.
His behavior is probably a little more easy to fake because he's been less in the spotlight.
It would also be an interesting storyline for them to go down of telling a story about this organization that understands the racism that Black Americans feel and is perpetrated onto them constantly, and to try and use that to discredit him. Because let's be real, like if you were to take a Black superhero versus a white superhero who have the same title, right? Captain America.
Yeah.
It is going to be harder to besmirch Steve Rogers because more people are going to believe him inherently than is to be said about Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
And I think that is like a string that the Skrulls could pull at in terms of if they're trying to destabilize. I feel like I'm just talking about Russia's meddling in the 2016 election right now. But it's almost like these things reflect real life. But I feel like bringing in Sam Wilson and trying to mess with his reputation in that way would be an interesting commentary on the way in which it happens in real life.
Yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to a very interesting podcast about Serena Williams, now that her career, she's retired, and about certain ways that people have tried to discredit and and exile her from the sport that she dominated for so long, using those same techniques. And there's a real world parallel there that they could pull. I think that the one they're going to pull in is Black Widow. I think that because of the place that Black Widow has in the Secret Invasion comic, I think that Scarlett Johansson is going to at least make a cameo appearance in the show. Disney and her just made nice. They're making that Towers of Terror movie.
Yeah.
I think that it's possible she shows up.
Yeah. I think that I could see that happening for sure.
A funny one would be Thor, though.
Thor.
Yeah, if Chris Hemsworth shows up on Disney Plus, that'd be great.
The only thing I know is that it's not the Hulk.
Yeah, that would be. We've seen them shapeshift, but we've never seen them change size that drastically.
Yeah. I feel like there are limitations, and Yeah.
It would be funny though to have like the Hulk enter a room and everyone's like scared for a minute and then someone like punches it and it like just goes down and they're like, wait a second, you're not the Hulk.
That would be fun to play with.
We brought up Michael Jackson's Thriller music video, which means it's a good time for us to watch the trailer to Werewolf by Night. See what I did there with that transition?
That's a good one.
See what I did?
Smooth.
This is fun. Special.
That was hard to look at.
That was the fanciest thing I've ever seen.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are. You wanna see this, darling?
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Jesus, this is so cool.
Werewolf by Night.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, all right. That's a choice.
No, it's such an honoring of like film and the history of monster movies, but also with like a little bit of that Marvel flair with like the electro shotguns. Like it fits into the MCU, but they're using I did not expect it to be black and white.
No, me neither. I mean, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect at all.
That's fair. Yeah.
I literally, this started and I was like, oh, it's like I'm back on the Tower of Terror.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Michael Giacchino, you're a clever boy.
It's fun. It's like this weird nostalgia thing for people, and it's also a like history thing for a lot of people. I think it's cool. I'm excited to see what they bring to this. Like how they are they going like full like only using that era of like effects? Because I don't think so. I think that they'll like add a little something extra to it.
Yeah, I think what I'm really struck by is the way in which they've made the horror level palatable by making it look old-fashioned and like not fake, but using older effects makes the level of horror that they're going for acceptable within the MCU and on Disney Plus. Yes. And I think that that's a really smart choice. I think that a werewolf movie could be a little bit tough to do in the MCU, and so the way that they've done it and having the like animatronic corpse at the beginning of that, I think it makes a lot of sense, and this is really exciting. I wish I could see this in a movie theater. I'm like a little disappointed this will be on Disney Plus. I keep saying that about everything, but
yeah, if it doesn't go to theaters, we're always a little disappointed.
But no, that looks really cool. I'm excited to dive into the lore of it and see. I wonder how long it is. Right? Like that's a big question for me. Is how long is that movie going to be?
Yeah, I know more than like 90 minutes, I'm sure.
I hope it's a tight 90. I hope it's not an hour. I hope it's I hope it feels like a full movie.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for Michael Giacchino. He's been such an incredible composer for so long. He wanted to direct, and like what a cool little project to get to direct. Basically this an experimental film, but it's experimental because it's using old techniques to tell a new story.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
I think it's fun. I love that.
And like the film burning out at the end, really cool.
Yes, well done.
All right, this is National Treasure, The Edge of History. Do you think Nicolas Cage shows up in this trailer?
Doesn't he have to? Isn't he like
This holds
obligated?
a clue to a treasure of
I have no idea.
utmost importance.
Utmost
I've thought about
important.
destroying it 1,000,000 times
Look at these symbols.
in order to prevent it falling into the wrong hands.
The daughters of the plumed serpent were here.
So we're talking like an honest-to-God treasure map.
Yeah.
Where did you get that necklace?
It was my dad's. He died when I was a baby.
What is it?
A That's the symbol on your necklace. I know.
What if I told you everything you know about your dad is a lie?
Relic leads to an important treasure, and searching for it is dangerous.
I know it is.
This is cooler than any room on any episode of Cribs I've ever seen. Ben Franklin glasses? Oh my God.
I want that relic.
Everything I thought I knew about my dad, my whole family for that matter, is a crazy riddle that can only be solved by finding this treasure.
Trust no one.
What's your clue? I would love to help out.
Hey, it's that guy.
It's that guy.
This holds
I
a
guess
clue
he's
to...
in the National Treasure movies. He is.
Yeah.
He's not Nick Cage, but
I still think that he'll like make an appearance.
I don't know. I want him to, right?
Well, because otherwise, what makes this a National Treasure movie?
I don't know.
Or movie. I say a movie, but I'm pretty
series.
sure it's a series. There we go.
I think that's the thing about it that is the most interesting to me is watching this trailer. It looks like they had a treasure hunting show and then they threw
put
the title
National
on
Treasure on it to.
I guess it has Ben Franklin's glasses.
Yeah.
But National Treasure to me was always specifically about some like weird like American history thing,
as opposed to like a familial. Or, yeah, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Family, like you're like I don't know. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, and I don't know who her dad is because he's not from the movies.
No, yeah.
Right. I almost think it would have been more interesting if the guy who showed up at the end was her dad, and that like she was trying to. I don't know.
No, I don't know either. Yeah, it didn't really feel like National Treasure to me. It was like we have a fun treasure hunt movie. And we want people to click on it.
The tone feels like it skews younger than the National Treasure movies do, and I think that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah,
is that the like one guy who's like, whoa, Ben Franklin's glasses?
Well,
makes it feel a little bit more like teenager.
Yes, it feels like when we were like teenagers and Disney would have their like movies that they would release, like right. They have.
It feels slightly more mature than a Disney Channel original movie. I will say that.
I don't know. It feels like they're like 18-year-olds, very like, I don't know, like very like clean, bright-eyed, doing something crazy that you're like, oh my gosh, if only that were me, you know, like. I don't know. It does kind of have that vibe, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That didn't really interest me in any way.
Yeah, I think I'll probably watch it just because I really do love the National Treasure movies. They are national treasures. You didn't like that, did you?
I'll accept it.
But I don't know. I think the difference in tone from the movies to this show is the thing that I'm the most kind of like. Disney makes so much in this market. I'm just kind of surprised this show isn't for like a slightly older audience. Just to kind of, it feels like this and that remake of Mighty Ducks, the Game Changers TV show, kind of hit that's probably for slightly younger kids just because the kids in it are younger.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping for more feeling of the original National Treasure series, more serious tone in the like discoveries.
Yeah.
As opposed to kind of what we got, which is interesting. Maybe not my favorite, and maybe not for me, and that's fine. Like I hope the show finds an audience because. Yeah. I hope that this show gets younger people to watch the National Treasure movies because they're great. They're dumb. But remember when Nicolas Cage folds up a $1 bill and is like, I figured it out, and you're like, wait, what?
Nah, they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Just don't think about it too hard.
But here's the thing: they're fun, but they had they took themselves so seriously. And I think that that's what's missing from this trailer. I almost feel like this trailer is like, remember how fun National Treasure was?
Yeah.
Like the characters in it are aware that everyone else was having a lot of fun watching them, as opposed to the characters being super serious.
Yeah.
And part of that was the music and the like, da, 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 you know?
Yeah.
I feel like they could have shown the characters be a little bit like, the stakes of this are really serious. Instead of like, oh my God, this symbol on your necklace is the symbol on the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It lends itself to like, see, this is kind of ridiculous.
Which, if the National Treasures were like that, if those movies, they would not be as good.
No. And what's so crazy is they're like, we're going to steal when Nicolas Cage is like, we're going to steal is it the Declaration of Independence?
Yeah.
There's no joke.
No.
Right? The joke is like, you're insane.
Yeah.
Not, okay, I guess we are.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the tone of this trailer a little bit, that just not my favorite.
Yeah, it was fine. I hope people like it.
I hope it's good. I'm going to watch it.
You watch everything.
I do. And this next thing I'm definitely going to watch, because this is, guys, this is my childhood. All right, we're getting into the good stuff.
This is the
Secret
trailer
Invasion
I'm
was the good stuff.
most excited for. No, this is the good stuff.
This is the good stuff, though. This is Willow, the official D23 trailer for Willow. Let's, oh my God, I feel like I need to prepare myself for this one.
I know.
Let's go. Jesus.
Okay.
You think you know what is real and what isn't. What is light?
We love
what is dark? Now, forget all you know. Come with me. Willow.
Yeah! It's our boy!
Looking for the sorcerer, Willow? I was told that once long ago you defeated the forces of evil.
You remind me of your mother.
My dear friend.
Wow.
I thought I could prevent all this. I was wrong.
My brother was abducted. The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Follow me. We must go.
Go!
Beyond the edge of our world. Into the unknown.
Willow!
I need your help.
Just like old times. Running. Horses. Mayhem. Mayhem. Happy to see it.
Our true enemy is still out there. Rallying the forces of evil.
Oh.
The only thing standing in its path is us.
I'm going to enjoy this.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, so am I.
I doubt that very much. Take him to my tent and make sure he's tied up.
I don't know. See, that kind of sounds like we're on the same page.
When I was a kid, I used to play at being a sorcerer. Visiting strange worlds, fighting monsters. Never thought I'd actually really do it.
What the hell is that? Oh, trolls. I'm so miffed.
We have to hurry.
How will you defeat us?
Same as last time. With my friends.
That looks so good. What?
That was that? Okay, that was normal speed. That
That looks so good. I'm so excited.
Sorry, I'm crying a little bit. That is so inventive.
Mm-hmm.
And like I love seeing this fantasy series look like fantasy.
Yes, like the colors and the creativity, and you know, it doesn't all have to be like dark and scary for it to have weight to it.
But the
right?
moments that are dark and scary are, right? Like
Yeah.
I love that this trailer had this like full range of I don't know. I feel I'm really loving House of the Dragon,
Yeah.
right? And House of the Dragon is giving me an adult fantasy that I really want.
Yes.
And I think
very
that
different than this.
This is the kind of like wild creativity I was hoping to get more of out of Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm.
And Rings of Power is sitting in this weird middle ground for me of, and obviously the Rings of Power has a long way to go,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted Rings of Power to really like go for it in
Yeah.
terms of like style and location, and it looks like they're mostly hewing as close to Peter Jackson's visual book as possible.
Yes.
This is the kind of like fantasy where they're like, we're gonna throw a bunch of weird stuff together and see what works. That fish coming out of the water was so cool.
I was so cute.
And I love seeing a fantasy thing that is just like, that feels a little bit new, even though it has the nostalgia of the old with Warwick Davis and with the things from the first Willow, a movie that, like, you know, I have my Willow VHS. Like, that movie means so much to me, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
but they're not afraid to like make it new, and I think that that's what's going to be the success of this.
Yes.
The show.
Yes, I agree. I think that like that they're focus. So the one thing that I did notice about the trailer is that the costumes look fine. But, like, it looks like
they look great to me. I like them. Especially the armor pieces, I think, look really good.
Yeah, I just mean, like, the costume pieces were, like, fine. But, like, that's not what makes a fantasy setting to me. It's the creatures and the wonderment and the beauty and the darkness and, like, all of these other things that are so important. And, like, you have shots where it's bright and, like, beautiful. And then you have the villains, which look horrifying, and I'm so excited to get like both of those things and so strongly.
And there's a full-on bondage joke.
Yeah. Okay, that guy is that the same actor from The Green Knight?
No, it's not Dev Patel.
Okay, the beard was throwing me off.
They do have similar facial hair, yes.
I was like the slightly curly hair, like the wavy hair and the beard. I was like,
I will say though, this man is very handsome.
Yeah.
Like, I wish my hair was like this. My hair's too curly to have this kind of look. I just get, like, this weird, like, tall afro. It's not cute. But he's very handsome.
Yeah. No, and
like, this scene between the two of them, I was like, hot.
Yeah. No, they all look so good. And, like, the kids, I say in quotations because I don't know.
I don't know, like, this costume looks great to me.
There were some moments where I was like, they look a little like.
I don't know. I think like they look great.
Yeah.
Nothing in any of this stands out to me as being like bad. I think it looks a little.
They're not bad.
It's maybe a little clean. Like it looks like it hasn't been worn for very long.
Yeah. It doesn't. The clothes don't really look
God
like
damn,
lived in.
He
but
looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. This show, honestly, like this show might be the thing I'm most excited. He has a flamethrower.
I know.
Okay, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Loved this. This was a great trailer. I think honestly, like even if you didn't know what Willow was, I think it's a really good first impression.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be interesting, right? Because I think a lot of people haven't seen Willow. It's not the most. It's not Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And like it meant a lot to me because I thought that it was gonna be a Star Wars movie, because it was a Lucasfilm thing. So I went into it thinking Willow was like gonna be like the Caravan of Courage or something, and then it wasn't, and I was like, that's fine. I like me thinking that Willow was Star Wars made me watch it and made me fall in love with it, and so like I'm grateful for that miscommunication on my mom's part. You know, because you never know. I was just reading magazines as a kid being like, I want more Star Wars. And I was like, Lucasfilm made this other movie, Willow. I need to watch Willow.
Yeah.
And then I did. And I was like, oh, I like fantasy.
We should rewatch Willow.
Yeah, I'm always down. I'll watch Willow every day.
I haven't seen it in a while. I want to see it again.
It's so much. People call it like a cult film, like a cult classic. And I'm like, no, it's just a really good, like kids movie.
Yeah.
It's not really for kids. I think it's a little too dark for like young kids.
Yeah, it's a little scary at times. Yeah. I remember watching it when I was very young, being like a little.
But so was like every kids movie from our generation.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't have like Paw Patrol. We had the Goonies. All right, this is Andor. This is probably the final trailer because this comes out in next week. Next Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's tilt this down for you a little bit.
For me, thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Spies. Saboteurs.
Ooh.
Assassins. We've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion.
Jacket on my mouth.
Cassian Andor.
Andor.
Don't matter what you tell me or tell yourself. You'll ultimately die fighting these bastards. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real?
Wow.
We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
There is an organized rebel effort. Drill down and get a hunt started.
You realize what you set in motion? People will suffer.
Time has come to force their hand.
At what cost?
Everything! Every day we wait, they get stronger.
Let's take them by surprise.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
People are standing up. They're afraid. Right now, they're afraid.
Star Wars Andor, 3-episode premiere, streaming September 21st.
Wow.
Disney trying to make our job hard with the 3 episodes.
There wasn't a lot of new footage in that trailer.
No.
But I really like the everything.
Yeah. This is great.
I'm never gonna get over Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor.
I do. The Star Wars tradition of characters not pronouncing each other's names right is one of my favorite Star Wars things. Ever since Lando came out with his ham.
Yeah, it now feels like an inside joke. Like there has to be something.
Yeah, there has to be. There has to be somebody's name that they mispronounce.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a different inflection. It's fine.
Oh no, it's awesome. It's fantastic. It brings me joy every single time.
He's never met the person, right?
Yeah, and like that would be a thing, right? Like you've only read it. I just think it's funny that like the way that he says Cassian Andor is just already iconic to me.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be something much like, but what is she proposing? It's gonna be one of those things that we like yell at each other at celebrations future, and I love it. This show looks insane.
Yeah, it looks great.
The explosions look so gritty and like real. The Mon Mothma's outfits look like they're gonna drive cosplayers up the wall trying to recreate them.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There's nothing really new in that. I don't know if putting another trailer out was like necessary. I feel like they've already created the hype around Andor. I don't really know what that added to it.
They just had to put out something at D23. That's all that it is.
Had to, but like
because they moved the date, and so they had planned out their entire marketing strategy for a certain date, and that was rolling, and then the date moved, and marketing went, well,
I guess we have to splice together our footage for.
So they'll put a trailer out. The only real new moment that I really appreciated was whatever the white hair girl's name is, which we'll learn when the show comes out. Yeah. Her being like the fact that she's like arguing that there is a collective of rebellion happening.
Yeah, she's worried.
Yeah, and she's like, hunt them down. And I appreciate that because I think that she's going to be laughed at. I think that they're playing that moment as if she's in charge.
Yeah.
And I think when we actually see it, the twist is going to be these people being like, these rebels. It's going to be like the throne, or not the throne, the conference room scene from A New Hope.
Yeah.
Where, you have like, this station is not fully operational yet. We are at risk until it is. And they're like, what could the rebels do?
Yeah, exactly.
What could they do, man? A little forced joke, a little, And so I think that scene is going to play out differently than it does in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But it sets up that she is going to be this intelligent villain that Cassian Andor is going to be dodging. And I think the cat and mouse game between the two of them throughout season 1 is going to be really fun.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, I think it looks stunning.
Should we get into the final trailer of this very long reaction video?
Yeah, so this trailer actually dropped for Star Wars Celebration a while ago, and we were there and we missed it.
I was in line at the store buying things for Alex Damon. So you know what, Mr. Star Wars Explained, I love you. And I'm less mad at you because I finally saw this, but I still haven't seen the Ahsoka footage. So I'm mad at you until I see the Ahsoka footage.
Until that comes out. And then you are forgiven.
And then you're forgiven. Because I do love you. And congratulations on winning a Dragon Con.
Hell yeah. We were there for that.
We were there for that.
What a beautiful moment.
Beautiful moment. While I sat there and watched these people answer questions that I could not have answered. And I learned that I'm maybe not as big a Star Wars fan as I thought. But next year, I'm going to study. I'm going to win next year. Mandalorian season 3. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for Grogu?
I was born ready.
This first shot is season 1. I wonder how much of this trailer is going to be new footage, or if it's going to be a lot of like, this is how we got here. Shall we watch it?
Yeah, we'll find out. There's definitely going to be new stuff.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that you saved? You are Asad's father.
Wow.
Of 2.
Oh, okay. It looks so good.
But you have removed your helmet. Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
She's incredible. She's been such a great part of the show.
She's gonna be the villain.
It's our girl. Let's go.
You're cold.
Ooh.
Fractured our people.
Whoa!
Where were you then?
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Hey!
All right, kid. Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
He's just chilling with his papa.
Damn.
Oh. Oh my god, it looks so good.
That was a lot of new footage.
That was a lot of new footage. Some of it some of it was spoiled for me in the being at Celebration after it launched.
Right.
I heard about parts of it. People were like, you gotta see Grief Karga's new robes. God damn, Grief Karga's new robes.
God damn.
Babu Frick shows up.
Yeah.
For those of you who are like, the sequel trilogy is getting retconned by Disney. No, it's not.
No.
That's Babu. Hey! R5, still kicking.
Yep.
Pelly's
still around.
Pelly's keeping him around.
Oh, I love
Bad
her.
motivator and all.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing her back. I love seeing Grogu and Bo-Katan have scenes together.
I know. Did you think it was the only Mandalorian? I'm like, what is this? How did this scene come into? Yeah.
That shot of Mandalore is unreal.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing the after effects of the Empire's attack. I really hope we see more. We saw some footage of the Siege of Mandalore.
Yes.
When not the Siege of Mandalore, that's the Clone Wars. The bombing of Mandalore. There's a lot of things of Mandalore in Star Wars canon. The Siege of Mandalore is episodes of the Clone Wars in season 7, which is a different thing than when the Empire attacked Mandalore. I hope we see Bo-Katan's backstory. I would love to see where she was and how she got out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really cool. Interestingly, no references to Jedi or anything like that. They're really keeping it to the Mandalorian story, and I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah, we have a lot of Jedi stories, right? Yeah. That we don't really. I think at some point, depending on how long the show goes on for.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
That will be a thing. But I don't know.
Do you think Luke ever shows up in this season?
No, we did that.
Yeah,
we don't
I agree.
Need we're good.
I feel like the Book of Boba Fett handled that for this show.
Yeah.
So that this show doesn't need to deal with the Luke of it all.
Yeah. Also, it definitely seems like you have to have watched Boba Fett to have understood anything that's going to be in the next season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think that they should have marketed Boba Fett differently for that reason.
Yeah.
I think they
agree.
should have been I think that they should have put Din in the marketing for Boba Fett so that people understood that it was the next part of that story.
Yes.
I think that would have been smart.
Yeah, I agree, because I'm still a little bit miffed at the fact that that there are going to be people who click into Mandalorian and are like, what?
But yeah, what? Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what? I definitely missed something. Yes, you did. You had to watch a whole other season of another show.
And I don't think
you didn't know about.
If you're watching this and you're like, well, no, all of the people reacting to this. But the people who react to our trailer reaction to The Mandalorian are not going to be the people who miss Boba Fett, right?
Oh, no,
It's
no.
going to be
it's going to be
my
your,
mom.
your
I use my mom all the time as the example of this.
Well, because she's a bit of a nerd and where she enjoys this stuff, but she doesn't keep up with it. She wouldn't know that there was that connection there.
The reason I use my mom is because she's the perfect example of she loves Star Wars and she's seen every Star Wars movie. But if you asked her to put them in order, she would have no idea how to do that.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, Jyn Erso and Rey are the same person, right? And I'd be like, well, no. She also would not remember any of their names. She remembers Luke because she had a crush on Mark Hamill when she was a kid, and that's it.
Yeah.
When she was a kid, they're the same age, when she was a teenager.
I think that this looks like it's gonna be super fun. I think that the armor is going to be a big issue, especially with this whole you took off your helmet thing when there's very clearly a lot of other Mandalorians who don't follow that cultish side of what it means to be Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's actually the friction is going to be with Din and the Armorer and Bo-Katan, the three of them mainly. I think.
I think it would be interesting if the friction was actually not with either of them, with either Bo-Katan or the Armorer. But if the friction of this season is more about Din trying to figure out for himself what it means to be a Mandalorian, I would actually prefer that over it being like a combative trying to like which one wins the fight, which one is stronger. I think that this show.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
Well, here's the thing: Mandalorian culture lends itself to we're gonna fight and the winner decides.
Yeah.
That is kind of what the culture of Mandalore is, and I would like.
But they already did that.
Not really. We haven't really pit.
Yeah, he fought that guy in Boba Fett.
No, but I'm saying like full on all of the Armor's Mandalorians versus all of Bo-Katan's, because we see this insane shot of the Mandalorians like dropping out of the starship, right?
Yeah.
Which was beautiful, and it was so cool to see all them. So cool to see the tree of Quakian monkey lizards. Yeah. I love my Quakian monkey lizards. She wouldn't let me buy one at Disney World, so the only reason I don't have one on my shoulder right now is this lady right here.
I fully accept the blame for that.
To be fair, we did buy many lightsabers. We have too many lightsabers. Don't look back there. There's nothing back there except the money we have to pay in taxes. But no, I think it would be really interesting if this season ends up being more of a like philosophical conflict rather than a like. Obviously, there will be explosions, there will be fighting, but I would like for like the final beats of it to be more about the internal conflict of the Mandalorian rather than the external.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah. That looks incredible.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so let's rank the trailers. We have 6 trailers.
Willow.
Willow's number 1. That trailer was awesome.
Willow was incredible. Like,
yeah.
really, really cool. I'm
going to put, this might surprise people. For me, Werewolf by Night is number 2.
Okay.
In terms of like, a thing that I was like excited to come out because I like Werewolf by Night, but not like that excited because I was like, I don't know, it can be whatever. To seeing that they've taken a very specific viewpoint on how they're going to tell that story makes me really excited to see it because it seems very intentional.
Yeah.
And like there will not be something like that this year.
Yeah.
There was was it last year that The Lighthouse came out, the Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson movie? It kind of reminds me of how excited I got for that because of the creativity and using the black and white to and
Lighthouse is years old now.
Is it?
Yeah, because we were talking about watching it on the ship. I think it came out in 2020.
Oh my god. No, it must have been 2019 then.
2019.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So Werewolf by Night's number 2 for me just because of how surprised I was at how excited it got me.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And then I'll go through mine really quick because I know what they are. It's Willow, I was about to say The Lighthouse, the Werewolf by Night, and then Secret Invasion I thought looked really good. And then Mandalorian Season 3. Mandalorian Season 3 probably would have been higher if more of the reveals of it hadn't been spoiled just by like overhearing things at Celebration.
Right.
And then Andor, because it wasn't a lot of new footage.
Yeah. I'm
super excited for Andor. This trailer was just not the most exciting for me because I just want the show. Like,
at this point we're waiting. We're like, guys, come on.
I'm as hyped as I can get. I just need it in my eyeballs. And then National Treasure Blast, because I don't know. It didn't really work. I'm not so stoked for it.
Yeah, so National Treasure is last for me as well, and then Andor for the same reasons. We've already seen all of that. That's fine. And then the trailer was good for it, but I don't think Werewolf is my kind of movie.
That's fair. Yeah.
So
you don't like horror and.
Yeah.
Have you seen a Universal monster movie? Like, have you seen any of the Dracula? Yeah.
No, I think the oldest horror movie I've seen is Interview with a Vampire. That's probably the oldest.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, really? 1990? Isn't that 98?
I don't know.
You've never seen like any like black and white of the original like black and white? Really?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like horror is not my genre, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen most of those things. And then obviously Willow is first. I'm gonna put Mandalorian second because it got me excited for it all over again.
Yeah.
And then Secret Invasion is third.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair point. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit that dislike button and leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. And it's a female werewolf, which would be called a whiff wolf based on some etymology stuff I learned on the TikTok this morning.
Wow.
So that's fun. So feed the whiff wolf. by leaving mean comments down below about how upset you are that we're behind on our reactions. Y'all, so many reactions coming this week. Here, I'm going to show you.
Oh, you're going to bring out
This is our plan for reactions for the rest of September. So, get ready.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. It's about to get crazy.
Subscribe.
And make sure you come in on September 20th for the bridal party. That's going to be a D&D one-shot that y'all ain't ready for because we got friends going to come play some D&D and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
Something.
So we're going to start promoting that in all of our videos because we want people to watch it.
Hell yeah.
If you like this video, do that. I already said that. Follow us around the internet. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And I forgot how to do an outro.
So do something nerdy tonight.
That's what we say.
Got him.
Bye.